2.0. Wade was nice enough to let me borrow this high and dry from shaftfloat.com. So I'm going to try it out today on the lake, just mess around a little bit. And also in my review, I want to show you some different uses for it other than, you know, what you're supposed to use it for on your paddle. But yeah, I mean, it is pretty substantial. You know, it's a nice product overall, like as far as how well it's made. I don't think it's going to come apart or anything on you. But for 140 bucks, kind of expensive. I would say for 60 bucks for this would be nice, but you know, it is what it is. So we'll see how it works today, and I'll show you some other uses for it. Alright, so basically to put it on, you just Velcro this right here. Sorry for the camera, trying to do this by myself, kind of difficult. And you basically just shove the paddle down in here like so. I'm not gonna be able to do it without messing the camera, but you just shove it down in that area right there, and I'll kind of show you what it looks like afterwards. It is kind of hard to get down in there. You'll have to sometimes need two people, or at least a hard surface, and you'll have to put both hands on one on each side to kind of get down in there. But once it's in there, it's solid, not really going anywhere. So here's a high and dry on the paddle. You know, it does add quite a bit of weight, like some other reviews have said. But there it is, it's on the paddle. I will say one negative is they should make this either shorter, the amount of Velcro, because it definitely just, this is a small shaft and it's still not, I can't get the Velcro. You know, I might be able to get to there if I really wanted to, but that'd be kind of rough on your body and get your chest or something like that, especially if you have a lot of hair like me. But yeah, if they just kind of made that just a little strip there, you really don't need all that Velcro. I mean, it's not going anywhere even if you didn't have the Velcro, but my only complaint as far as actually going on the paddle. Alright, so paddling with the high and dry right now. You really have to pick your paddle up and get it down in the water or it drags on your boat. Kind of aggravating already. It's not too bad as far as weight on your paddle when you're actually paddling. You definitely gotta pick your paddle up over the boat though, which probably wear your arms out after a while. You can almost just set it down your boat and just do this though. I don't know if I'll be able to roll over. Let's see. That is so weird. Yeah, for my weight, I can almost just sit here forever. Like this. It does eventually start to sink. I don't know, I almost got caught on the bottom of my boat. It's almost too bulbous for rollover. Definitely helps with bracing. I will say that, and you can practice kind of hip snapping. I don't know that I want it going down a river though. I feel like it would get caught on my boat. I almost made me uncomfortable when I rolled just now, especially if you're in some holes or something. Beginner might not notice any difference if you just stuck them in this with this, but I really don't like it at all. I mean, does it do what it's supposed to? Yeah, I guess so. All the way around like this. right here forever. And this thing is so nerdy looking. I'm at a beach, like a lake beach with all these people. Look at me like I'm nuts. I can basically hold my paddle. One hand, roll up, push off like that. Push you back a little far. Stern strong. This thing's funny. I'll get some more uses later on. But as far as paddling wise, it does what it's supposed to do. Keeps you afloat. It's not bad to paddle with, I guess, once you get used to it. But would I paddle with it on the river myself? Absolutely not. So this is one good use for the shaft float or the high and dry. You can use it as a seat. Pretty substantial. I'm about 135 pounds. I think this could hold probably, honestly, 200 pounds. And it's not bad, you know, if you're in a pinch, just need to sit down for a second, take the high and dry off your paddle while you're on the side of the river and just chill out like this. Not bad at all. Here's a second use. You can use it as a paddle float. So you won't lose your paddle ever. Bright red high and dry on an orange paddle floating down the river. That thing ain't going anywhere. Alright, here's another use for the shaft float. Put this thing up as a pillow. It's not bad. Or if you need to support your feet up in there, there you go. Somebody's in shock on the river. You can actually hit me with it. Ow, that thing hurts. So if you're ever on the river and somebody attacks you, you can use the high and dry to ward off any attackers. Okay, so we're at a party, you got your high and dry with you for some reason. You know, you get off the river. I'm gonna make a little makeshift ice luge. So take a trash bag. And let's see, where's that at? It's not quite long enough trash bag, but we'll try to make it work. Fold it up like that. And you gotta rip a hole on this side. Alright, so you have to rip a hole in the other side, like it's an opening to a trash bag as well. And then you take a couple ice cubes here, stuff those down in the hole. Got one on the other side. You put this sucker like on a sink or something, I don't know. So the idea is if you have somebody here, you can angle a little bit, just pour some beer, alcohol in here, and there you go. The ice cubes are actually a little too big. You want the first sub ice cubes. But there you go. Makeshift ice luge, high and dry. Alright guys, one last thing. One use you can do with the high and dry that I forgot to demonstrate while I was at the lake, but you could actually just throw this to a swimmer. Even if it was on your paddle, you could take it off real quick, throw it to a swimmer, and it could be used kind of like a rescue kind of deal thing. It would keep you out of the water, keep you from drowning, especially if you had a life jacket on as well. So in all seriousness, you could do that as another use. Alright, so just some closing comments. Should you buy a high and dry? The answer to that is just depends. You know, if you are just starting out and you kind of want to get the feel for a boat and kind of get the feel for hip snapping and stuff like that, I'd say absolutely it's not a bad investment. You know, you can lean almost all the way to the side of the boat and practice this hip snap without somebody with you, you know, holding your hand and practicing that way or whatnot. If you're somebody who's disabled, and just want to get on some class 2 stuff and are worried about flipping, also could use for that idea. And then any elderly people also that want to do the same type of thing, could be great for them. I personally would not suggest this for anything over like class 3. I kind of got in my way just paddling on flat water, and when I actually rolled over all the way, kind of got on the way of my boat. Kind of got caught under the boat, which is a little weird, but yeah, I mean, for what it's designed for, I think it's a good product. I think it's a little pricey at whatever, $135 or whatever. I think 60 bucks, even 70 bucks, you know, wouldn't be a bad deal for a piece of foam. But overall, not a bad product. Just kind of joking around on the other stuff, but it could be used for those things. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review, and yeah, try one out if you have a chance. Like I said, it's not a bad thing. I think the video of the Cascades kind of threw everybody off with it, but it can be used properly for the right things. And yeah, comment anything you want below. Thanks.